What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It has been a while, I do apologize, but I have some great news. I've officially taken my products to the next step and made it fully customizable within Blender. The only thing that you will need to do is obviously add in your designs. So let's get into that. So for everybody that's purchased products in the past, you will be sent a 50% off discount. But going forward, all the new products will have 3 packages. If we click on the oversized t-shirt here, you'll see we have Essential, Advanced, and Premium. Essentially, your Essential package is just your 360 rotating t-shirts. Then your Advanced includes your 360 rotation, walking animation, and then I will eventually get to it, but all of them will have a hanger. For now, just the t-shirt has it, but I will be updating products as I start re-adding back onto the store. So what I have done as well for the Essential packet, I've just made this a lot more affordable for individuals who can't put forward so much money for marketing. So if you want the Essentials packet, it comes with the essentials that you do need, as highlighted in the name. Please also note that all of these packages are not for resale purposes. You are allowed to use them for marketing and advertising your brand, but you cannot resell where you're getting profit from. So I'm going to go over the premium package for the oversized t-shirt. Once you download the file, it should look something like this. So we have our oversized t-shirt, which is a 360 rotation. Then we have the t-shirt on a hanger, and we also have the t-shirt walking animation. I'm also going to show you how you can customize your design with Photopea instead of Photoshop, because essentially you don't need to buy anything else except for this markup to do your brand marketing, which is great. Let's get into it. We're going to open up the oversized t-shirt file. Now all the files work exactly the same. We're going to go into our Blender file. As soon as you open it, it'll look something like this. We can then go up to our viewport shader and just click on this, and it should reveal. So we have our 360 rotation right here. Now this is a premium package, so it has all the features, which is great. We're going to just go over this bottom panel. For fabric color, you can change the fabric color to whatever you want within Blender. You don't need to change it anywhere else, so you can decide on the color you want at a later stage. Then we have our fabric inside. Maybe you want a different color. As you can see, it changes the color of the product inside. Then we have a wash. So if you make this smaller, it starts to reveal a little bit of a wash on the fabric. Then we have the fabric size. So you can see there's a little detail here. If you make this smaller, the fabric becomes bigger. And if you make the number higher, the pattern becomes smaller, essentially changing the grain of the fabric. Then we have fabric intensity. So if we adjust this, you can see the grain starts to disappear and reappear. Then we have our fabric matte. So these are all up to you. Maybe you want something more reflective, you can change that. And then our coats and sheens, they all add into essentially your reflections. So you can customize this, mess around, see what you like. I'm just going to keep it as is. So I'm going to press Ctrl Z and just set everything back to default. Then we have our fabric finish. So looking at our seams, we can make this go away and it doesn't stick out as promptly. And then we have our ribbing strength. Maybe you don't want ribbing around the neck, so you can decrease this and it'll become more like the rest of the garments. Then we're going to get into the design. Over here we have our Photoshop file or Photopea file. The first thing I want you to do is press X to remove it. It's going to go pink, don't stress. Then we can go File, Clean Up, Purge Unused Data. That'll get rid of the file. Then we're going to relink it. So we're going to go Open. We're going to look for the design file in our folder that we downloaded. If we go back to here, we can see there's a design file. Then we're going to click on that, say open image. It's going to relink it. Now what we can do is go into Photopea. From here we can say open from computer. Then we're going to click on this Photoshop file. Open that up, it will load. So once it's opened up, you'll see on the right side we have logos and designs. When you click the little eye here, it shows you where you can place your designs. So on the right we have the back of the garment, and on the left we have the front, and then we have our 2 sleeves. These 2 lines are just to show the middle of the front and the back. So from here, what you can do, I'm just going to show you. For example, I'm going to drag and drop. You can drag and drop anything into here. We'll load it up, and this can be your designs that you've made. So I'm going to drop this right here as an example. I'm going to place this in the logo folder, and then I can hide this back, and from here we can say save as PSD. Then we're going to save it as the same file that we used in Blender. So let's go save. We're going to say, do you want to replace? Yes. Then we can go back into Blender once that's done. And now we're going to change the shader preview, and just like that, it's now been updated. So that's how you can drag and drop your designs onto the garment, and then As mentioned earlier, you can change the color, and there we have it. So the next thing I want to show you is messing around with the camera, lens, depth of field, background, and all of that. So as you can see, we have a black background. So we're going to go to this top little panel here. So if you go to background color, we can change this, bring it up. Maybe we want it white, maybe we want it pink, maybe we want it blue, you name it, you can adjust it. And then what you can also do, I'm going to keep it black, is you can go change your lights. So you have your top light, left light, right light, and back light. So you can change the intensity of this as well as the color. So for the top light, I'm going to keep it as is. Left light, I'm going to make it blue. For the right light, I'm going to make it red. And then as you can see now in our preview, we have some different color lights on the left and the right. Then we can also change intensity. So I'm going to bring this down, maybe just have it subtle, bring it down as well there. And then I'm going to pump the backlight so we can get a little bit of this hair light on the back. Then what we can also do is, if we don't want a background and we maybe still want the lights, we can hit this transparency off and on. So 0 is on, 1 is off. So that will allow you to render, and then maybe if you want to add this onto something else, onto your website, you can have a transparent background. Then we also have our camera distance. Maybe we want a little bit closer, a little bit further back. This is obviously for those who don't know how to use Blender, and it'll just make your life a lot easier to just use this template. Then we have our camera lens. We can also change the focal length of that. Then we can also add depth of field. So I'm going to turn this on. Now what this will do is add a little bit of blurriness to your subject. So if we bring this f-stop down, you can see that the arm in the front here is getting out of focus, but the graphic is still staying in focus. So there we're on about 5, and the arm is a little bit blurry and our graphic is still in focus. So those are all the new features I have added. The last thing you want to do is render it out. So we're going to go output settings. I do have some output settings on my product page just to help you in terms of your computer specs, but this is how you're going to do it. We're going to go to output. You can set this up to whatever you want. I'm just going to do 1080 by 1080. We're going to do render region. You can leave it on 30 FPS, whatever you prefer. Normally it's 24, 25, or 30. Then we're going to go to output. We're going to select the folder we want to export to. So let's go desktop, make a new folder, renders, and then you can name this what you want. Name 01 underscore, say accept, and you can leave everything else as is. Then we're going to go to our render settings. Now, as I said, check out the product page to see what render settings are best for your setup. Then we're going to go to our max samples and set this to 200. If you want it to look nice on the eye, you can activate motion blur. If you prefer to keep it as is so the product doesn't blur when it's rotating, you can leave that off. Then we can go render animation, and now it's going to render frame by frame by frame. Now if you want to just do a video output, then you can go to output. We can go down to file format, change this to FFmpeg video. Then we're going to go down to this little FFmpeg presets and change this to H.264 and MP4, and then it will render out a video for you, so you can have both options. If you guys do like the new update, please make sure to drop a comment. I really appreciate the support as always. Like I said, I'm going to be dropping new products. I'm also hoping to drop a Style 3D course on my site, because I feel like Style 3D is very overlooked in the design industry, and it's a really great tool for creating digital garments. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to get an update on that, and here's a little discount code for the new viewers. As always, appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.